What's up guys, it's your boy PSGINT here, back with another preview. Paris Saint-Germain contre Rennes, Stade Rennais, in the round of 24 of Ligue 1 Uber Eats will be played this Friday, tomorrow, the 11th of February 2022 at 21 French PM. And yeah, again, it's a game at the Parc des Princes. So let's get straight into this preview. First of all, managers. The ex-Lyon manager is at Rennes now against Mauricio Pochettino. The Rennes manager has, when he was at Lyon, so many times talked about his hatred and dislikement for PSG, especially he was really mad when the league was cancelled due to coronavirus, whilst Lyon were sitting in maybe 11th. So he is a vocal guy against PSG, so it will be even sweeter if we win against his Rennes side. Previous encounter between the two clubs this season was a 2-0 defeat at Rennes home stadium in the beginning of the season. Mauricio Pochettino will come into this game with maybe 20% focus on this game, but most of the focus on that Real Madrid game, with PSG sitting 10 points ahead of Marseille. Pochettino, as I said, will try to play the best lineup, stay fresh for the game, but still doesn't want to have any players injured or suspended for the game. Whilst Rennes will try to do the same as they did in the first game, and that's beating Paris saint-germain at the Parc des Princes. So two different objectives for the managers. Hopefully Pochettino still does everything to win this game, because it's a good game, it's Rennes our good side, and he needs to do a comeback against them. Next up, we have missing players from Paris Saint-Germain. We have some players. We have Jorginho Wijnaldum, we have Abdou Diallo and Idrissa Gueye, who has still not returned or will return, but not fit enough in the Parisian lineup, whilst Neymar Jr. and Ramos are still trying to come back from their injuries, and Di Maria and Paredes are also most likely out for this game. Paredes an injury in the training, and Di Maria was injured against Lille. Going into the league table, Paris Saint-Germain sit on top, 13 points actually ahead of Marseille, 14 points ahead of Nice, 18 points ahead of Strasbourg, 19 points ahead of Stade Rennais, who are we coming up against, and 20 points ahead of Monaco with a great goal difference. The only team that also has a good goal difference is Stade Rennais. So most people will probably think this will be a goal fest between the two clubs, but I don't think so. Looking at the predicted lineup for Paris Saint-Germain this game, this is the lineup that Mauricio Pochettino will put out. It's Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal, Achraf Hakimi, Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Nunez, the best backline Paris Saint-Germain have, and one of the best backlines in the world, if not the best, at least individually. So Marquinhos will be back. He played last game, he will play again. The Capitao with that backline should be a great defensive game for Paris Saint-Germain. In the midfield, as I said, Paredes is out, so Herrera will probably jump instead, with Danilo Pereira and Marco Verratti playing alongside him. And in attack, it's Julian Draxler who will replace Angel Di Maria. You may see Cardi, but I really don't think so, and I really don't want Pochettino to play him, because if Di Maria and Neymar, both of them, can't start versus Real Madrid, I want Draxler. At least he works a bit for the team instead of that shit of a guy, Mauro Icardi. And up top, Mbappe, Messi, the dynamic duo of Paris Saint-Germain, of course starting, of course playing. As I said about Draxler, he's a hard-working attacker, so if Pochettino wants to play him against Real Madrid, he needs to choose him now, either him or Icardi. Next up, this is what lineup I would put out if I was the Paris Saint-Germain manager. So only one change, and that's Michoud instead of Ander Herrera. I really think that Mitroud deserves more chances and more game time, because when he's played, he has been great. But I still understand Pochettino playing under Herrera if Paredes and Guy are unfit to start the game versus Real Madrid, whilst Ander Herrera can bring his experience and good passing ability. Next up, the ones to watch for the game, for me it was between Lionel Messi and Marco Verratti, because both of them will have key roles against Real Madrid as well as the other players. Verratti, he will mostly have to dominate the midfield himself versus Real Madrid, with Paredes unlikely to start, and Idrissa Gueye just coming back from the Senegalese national team. So we will most likely play alongside Danilo Pereira and Ander Herrera, or Gueye, but Gueye hasn't played with Paris Saint-Germain for over 1 month. So for me, the ones to watch this game is Lionel Messi. Can he keep up the form he has started so far this year? 2 goals, 2 assists, 1 goal. Last game scored 1 goal and got 1 assist alongside 6 key passes against Lille. So we will hope the Argentinian magician can keep this streak going. Next up, we have the predicted lineup from Rennes. In goal, Alemadar. In the back line, we have Traoré, Umari, Ugerd and Melling. In the midfield, we have Major, Santa Maria and Martin. And in the attack, we have Bourgeois, Laborde and Terrier. Very nice lineup from Rennes. Very solid, very attacking team. Traoré being a very good right back. PSG were linked with him even before. Martin, of course, being a very experienced Ligue 1 player. He will maybe be able to do some damage to this Paris Saint-Germain team. And of course, the wingers in Terrier, the ex-Lyon man, and Bourgeois have always played well against Paris Saint-Germain. But the ones to watch for me, it's Laborde from Rennes, scored against Paris Saint-Germain in the last Rennes victory against Paris Saint-Germain. So he will be a man to handle, and he's very, in size at least, very similar to Benzema. So Marquinhos and Kimpembe can try to get some early training. Next up, taking a look at Stade Rennais. In the table, 5th in the table, with 19 points behind Paris Saint-Germain and 10 goals in goal difference. Their form isn't looking that good, with 4 losses and 2 wins in the last 6 games, losing 3 on the bounce. And in the last 3 games, they have won 2 and lost 1 game, with 1 being a 6-0 victory against Bordeaux. So they are in a ish streak, but still a dangerous team to come up against. Next up, the last game between the two clubs, as I said, was the 2-0 defeat at Rennes' home stadium. Paris Saint-Germain really didn't do nothing that game. We missed a lot of chances. Messi hit the crossbar from a free kick as usual. So Paris Saint-Germain need to get the karma, and they need to get revenge against this Rennes side, because that was a humiliating defeat in the away game. Paris Saint-Germain, Messi, Mbappe, Marquinhos, Verratti, Donnarumma, every player need to get this win for Paris Saint-Germain. My prediction for this game is 1-0. Yes, both teams have scored a lot of goals, but I really believe this will be a defensive game, or at least both teams will try to hold on for a clean sheet as long as possible. But I believe Kylian Mbappe will break the dead mark in the 67th minute of the game, scoring a goal, ending the game 1-0. Messi, Mbappe, Marquinhos, Verratti all should be substituted in the early stages of the second half. But other than that, we have come to the end of this preview. Make sure to comment down below what's your prediction and what do you want from this game against Stade Rennais. As usual, subscribe to the best PSG YouTube channel in the world. Put on notifications so you never miss another PSGINT video. And other than that, make sure to have a nice day. Allez, allez Paris!